Welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to install Grafana in Windows, right? So you have to open that in a Grafana website, and and you have to go into the installation sections where you will be get that in a Windows installations, and then again in for Windows installations, you have to click on the navigate to Grafana download. Some of the prerequisites we have, you can follow it. So I have clicked on that in download, and you can see in that in this download Grafana page we have a two versions, and the versions we are going to install is 10.4.1 and OSS instead of enterprise one, because we want to see that in open source. I'll click on the Windows, and you can see this release date March 21 2024. Other installations Linux, Mac and Docker, I'll be do that in my another videos. As of now, for Windows there is a two installations we have. One is with help of a AMSI file, and second one with help zip file. So in these videos I'm going to cover that in this part, and you have to just click on the download the installer. So while clicking on the download the installers, one Grafana 10.4. Windows hyphen AMD 64.ams file will be downloaded. Just you have to click on the double click, and you will be see that in one wizard is opening. Grafana OSS setup. Welcome to the Grafana OSS setup wizard. Click on the next and accept the license. You can drag it and then click on the next. Followed by that, you can see it's going to install in C colon program files Grafana labs, and then click on the next and install button. It will be take a while, so you have to just wait it for few minutes, and then you will be able to see the Grafana is getting installed. Okay. Updating the components. So if I'll go to that in a C drive and program files, you know so inside that you can see there is a Grafana labs folder got created, and here the Grafana is getting installed, right? Bean config and many more. So you can see still the installations going on. Most of the configurations will be there in inside that in this config file, including that in a database file. So we'll wait for that until unless it is completed. So still it is doing the copying that in a new files, right? So defaults are ini ldap multiples.tom, and many others file got created, right? Inside the in data folders you can see default data is also getting configured. So we'll wait for a few more minutes, you know and here we go. Once you click on the finish, the data folder also created, and you can see inside that in a data by default grafana.db or SQLite it's configured. We can see that in from the configurations file. If I'll go and open that in default.ini file, so you can see there is a default username and password. Let's say admin. If I'll go to that in a admin, right? So by default username will be there as a admin, right? So this is what we have. So by default username is a admin, and password is also admin. Installations is done, and what we have to do, we have to check it service is running or not inside the service menu. So I'll open that in a service, and inside the service if I'll see that in a Grafana, and it is a up and running. Now what we have to do, we have to open that in a browser, and localhost and port 3000 and login. By default username, as we like in saw that in a config file, we'll see that in a admin and admin, right? It is asking to change the password. It's up to you. You can change it, or you can click on the escape. So I click on the escape, and here we go. Or congratulations, now we will be able to see the Grafana. Now the things you can do that in a and or I'll do that in my another video. I'll add that in other parts of that, but let's do that in one quick test. So click on that in a add visualizations. So it will be ask the configure new data source, because Grafana will be work on that in a data source. So there is a n number of data source we have, starting from the Prometheus, Graphite, Influx DB, OpenDB, and many more you can see here we have. So click on the scroll all the way down, you can see here test database is there. As of now we are not going to do that in other, and click on the save and test. Now if I'll go to that in a in dashboard, so in that in a dashboard simple example is already there, we can import it. So import is also done, and you can see here as a simple dashboard, and this is what we have, a Grafana dashboard with a sample data. This data is just a sample. You have to create your own data source for like using it. So that is all about for installing that in a Grafana. And thanks for watching. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe my channels. Thanks for watching.